technologies in the world of agriculture. Do you know how much new technology has been introduced to the agricultural world in the past few years? There's been a lot. Today I will be informing you about some new technologies that I think has made the biggest impact in the agriculture world. The three main technologies that I will be informing you about are GPS auto steer, variable rate technology, and genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. I've been farming for the past 5 years, and I listen to everything my grandpa tells me, and he's been farming for at least 60 years. Some details about auto steer are they drive straight, give you straight rows, which equals 0 skips and 0 overlaps in the field, which saves you money in the long run. It saves you on seed, and it saves you on overlap, which wastes seed, and it saves you on the gaps, which waste your land that you pay for. And according to Matthew Grassi from CropLife, precision auto steer has made a huge difference in the ag world. It has let farmers save money on seed and fertilizer by driving straight and having 0 overlap. Some details about variable rate technology is that variable rates in chemicals and seed help save farmers money and produce higher yields because they put product where you need it and take away from where you don't. So if you have a spot in the field that is always wet and you know it's going to be wet, then you can cut population back through your computer system by a touch of a button to save you money on seed. And in spots that you need more seed that produce good crops, you need to up your population by the touch of a button by this variable rate technology. You can do the same thing with fertilizer. You can go through your field, take a consultant with you from your local co-op, and they will map your field using GPS and take soil samples and tell you where you need the most fertilizer and where you don't need as much. So you can go through with variable rate spreader and put more product where you need it and less product where you don't. And that saves a ton of money over time because you're not wasting the product that you already have out there. And some details about GMO plants. It stands for genetically modified organism. GMOs help farmers increase yields and decrease weed population in their fields and decrease other pest population like insects in their fields. Without GMOs, I do not think with the growing world population that we would have enough food to feed everyone. So GMOs have made a big impact on the agriculture world because they help farmers produce higher yields, which puts more food out there for our growing population. Here are a few ads for these new technologies I have talked to you about. Here's variable rate irrigation, which they go through and map your field again using GPS to tell you where the wettest spots are and where the driest spots are. And that tells you where you need to irrigate more, where you need to irrigate less. This helps save on irrigation cost by saving fuel and upping your efficiency, which saves you money, and we always like to save money. And here is a guy using GPS to map his field for variable rate technology. He is mapping his field so he knows where to put the fertilizer and to know if he doesn't need any. And over here we have a combine and a tractor using GPS auto steer. They are both linked together so they're both going the same speed and on the same track, so there's no spillage of grain, and the combine is not skipping any because it is driving straight due to GPS auto steer. There are operators in these two tractors, but they are just monitoring how the tractor is running and making sure everything is working fine, so they can get more done in a day. More productivity means more money in your pocket. In conclusion, there are many new technologies for the ag world to help the farmer be more productive today versus what they had a few years ago. And according to precisionagriculture.com, they say that AutoSteer has helped farming out a great bit on saving money and producing higher yields by using the perfect amount of seeds, because you can get too many. I just told you about 3 major relatively new technologies in the agriculture world that help us as farmers produce better and more crops for our growing population. I hope you now know more about how farming has changed and more about our new technologies that we use today in the world of agriculture. Thank you.